What Anthony Weiner did online may be worthy of voter scrutiny and also an ethics investigation, but we wondered on the face of this whole thing, is it really wrong from a moral standpoint? Where should politicians, or really anyone for that matter, draw the line in the online world? Let me bring in our expert here, Wendy Walsh. She's a family therapist and an expert in human behavior. Wendy Walsh, wow. Before commercial break, I just tweeted, does what Anthony Weiner admitted to, does that constitute cheating? And before you answer that, people saying, yes, 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 no, that's up to him and his wife. We have to redefine cheating because of technology now. Given all of that, was it cheating, Wendy?
I'll bet a man said that, right? We should redefine it now that we can get off with our keyboard.
Let's redefine what cheating.
No, the truth is, let's redefine. Cheating is lying and betraying your spouse. You have a covenant. If it's something that you would do in front of your spouse with your spouse's consent, then it's not cheating. But clearly, and I actually read one of the very long Facebook streams, conversation streams with the woman from Las Vegas that he had an online relationship with, and it was very graphic sexual encounters, but also the words, I have to come to Vegas. I have to really do this to you. And her saying, yes, come on, baby. So this was foreplay for an affair, as far as I'm concerned.
It's interesting. I've heard you say that, you know, for your clients that you see each and every day, perhaps those who have cheated or been cheated upon, the litmus test is, would you do this in front of your partner? And I would be surprised if folks would say, yes, I'd send a picture of my underpants to someone in front of my partner. What does it say? What does it say, Wendy, that his wife of almost a year here was not standing by him yesterday in that Sheraton hotel, nor was she in the room? What does that say?
Well, it's enough that he's broken her heart. Why should she be subjected to public shame and humiliation? Why should she have to stand up there beside her man so that we can all stare at her face and what she's doing? She should stay in the background right now and let him weather the storm of the press alone. But, you know, she may stick with him. We don't know, because women, you know, love relationships. Women identify themselves sometimes through their relationships. And a marriage is a very complicated thing. This may be an opportunity for the two of them to grow closer if they can get over this giant speed bump.
It's an interesting point. Let me go back to this person, and I don't know if this person is a man. Yes, I'm going to guess on Twitter it is, because he says, oh, my hot male, says we would have to redefine cheating since there are more creative ways to do the things with technology we now have. So is it now society has to catch up to technology, redefine what cheating is?
Brooke, don't let them tell you that. It's the same old story. Some people are going to be unfaithful and have bad morals. They just have new pathways. The internet provides them with more opportunities, and it provides them with this weird illusion of privacy. But remember, boys and girls, everything you type into your keyboard is set in stone on the internet forever, or in somebody's hands who now holds your private secrets. But the difference between, say, watching porn or lusting after a celebrity and then applying those fantasies to your own spouse at home is that with an online relationship, you've got a real person at the other end. You're having a relationship together that's bringing up emotional and physical reactions.
Huge difference. Final question, because I've heard from a lot of parents who have kids, you know, and parents right now, they're trying to get the message across to their teenagers not to sext, not to do this. And here we see, you know, this a 7-term congressman coming forward admitting to doing this. So how do parents teach their kids not to do it?
You know, I actually teach classes in netiquette for middle schoolers and high schoolers, and I teach them about, I teach the girls how to not get sucked into the lure of a sext and techniques that they can use when they're in a texting relationship, because, you know, at that age, they have full-on dating relationships without ever talking. But basically, what's going to happen with these kids is we need to see some real consequences happen to the adults. And in the next few days, my prediction is this is not going to end. This is going to steamroll into more women coming out of the closet and potential real-world evidence that something's happened and he's had an affair. And I think his constituents are going to really lose faith in him. And when these consequences eventually come out, that's the message to our kids. See what happens?
So quickly, yes or no, you think there's more than 6 women?
Absolutely. I mean, my gut tells me that this is a habit he's had all his life, and the marriage, the wedding was just a little blip in it, and now he's back to it.
Wow. Wendy Walsh, interesting conversation. A lot of people talking about this one today. Thank you. The water cooler question of the day.